Hi everyone, I'm Sarah from MVMT Pilates and welcome to day 5 of our Pilates for Kids classes. So the main equipment we're going to use today is going to be the big soft ball, so it's got a little bit more air in it. And again, if you haven't got one of these, then please just use a cuddly toy or maybe a small cushion or something like that. It doesn't matter, or a little ball that you're just happy to pass around and use. Okay, and the other thing we're going to use is something for under the head later on, so a little cushion or maybe a folded up towel would be absolutely perfect. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with the ball or the little cuddly toy in our hands. All right, and our feet, remember we start with them stuck together and then we take the toes out. So if you do that for me, great. And then the heels out, and that brings the feet next to each other. Put a little bend into the knees. Lovely. And then feel yourself growing taller, really tall as a tree. Fabulous. So the ball or the cuddly toy, we're going to pop it between our hands. So make your hands flat, pop the ball between it, and just see if you can gently squeeze it. Just really gently squeeze it. And hold that squeeze. Hold it there and gently squeeze. Okay. So we're going to shrug our shoulders whilst squeezing the ball. Okay. So let's shrug the shoulders up and bring them down. Good. Shrug them up so they come up towards your ears. And then let them drop away, feeling heavy. Good. Keep squeezing against the ball. Shrug up and shrug down. Good. A few more of these. Shrug up and shrug down. So while we're doing our shrugs, can you think about being tall as well, really tall, and also keeping those knees with a little bit of a bend in them. Good. Really good. Great. Couple more, keep squeezing, well done. One more and shrug them down. Good. So keep the feet where they are and take the ball in front with the arms. Okay, so we're like a crocodile here. See us there, okay. And all we're going to do is open one arm out to the side, bring it round behind us and look behind you. Okay, so that's ball. That hand's got the ball in it, and then bring it back to the middle. Pass it to the other hand and take it behind you and back to the middle. So we're doing these really slowly. So open up, look behind and bring it back down. My shoulders are down, so we've done the shrug up, shrug down, so keep your shoulders shrugged down and keep it going nice and slowly. Great, well done. Show you from the front. Keep it going. So when you come back to the middle, we swap the ball over into the other hand. Fabulous, really good. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Keep it going. 1 more after this. Beautifully slow, really good. Really good concentration. And back to the middle. Okay. Take the ball into one hand and let's take the feet a little bit wider, just a little bit wider for me. The knees still have a little bit of a bend in them. Okay, so see there, that would be straight and that's a little bit of a bend. All right, so the hand that's got the ball in it, or the cuddly toy, whatever you've got in your hand, just let it feel heavy, let it slide down the side of your leg and over we go. Good. And then pull back up tall. Same side. Down we go, slide the ball down the side of the leg and then pull back up tall. Well done. I'm going to breathe out and come back up tall. Breathing in, good. Breathing out. I'm going to breathe in, come up tall. Good. So nice big breaths. Good. So let's change the ball into the other hand. Here we go. Let the ball slide down the side of the leg and come up super tall. Good. Slide the ball down the side of the leg and come up tall. Good. We are going to do 4 more. So that's 1. Good. Keep it going. Lovely. We've got 2 more. They're nice and slow, nice and controlled here. So we can do it super slow. Good. And back up tall. Fabulous. All right, so bring the feet back in a little bit closer together like they are at the very beginning. Okay, and we're going to have the ball between both hands or whatever you're using today. Keep the knees with a little bit of a bend in them. Take a nice deep breath in, and then breathing out, we're going to start to roll the ball down the front of the legs. I'm going to roll it down all the way to the floor, and then I'm going to let everything feel heavy here. I'm going to let my hands dangle, my neck, my head, my shoulders, everything feels nice and relaxed. And then start to roll the ball up the front of the legs again until you come back up nice and tall. Should we do that again? So I take a nice deep breath in and then start to breathe out, and then you're just breathing normally. Start to roll the ball down the front of the legs, rest it on the floor, let everything feel super heavy. Little wiggle the arms, and then start to roll it back up again. Really nice. Everything's super slow. We're just going to do one more to finish. Good. Roll the ball down the front of the legs. Have a little dangle. Let everything feel heavy, and then bring it back up nice and slowly. Lovely. Okay, so standing super tall. We're going to see if we can balance on one leg and throw and catch. I know. We're going to try. I'm sure we can do it. So I've got the ball ready. I'm going to bend this knee, take my weight onto this knee so I can stand on just one leg. And let's bring the other leg up if we can. Can we hold it there? Feel super tall. Good. Good. If it feels wobbly, just hold it here for a moment. And let's hold the ball there. Good. If it feels okay and you don't feel too wobbly, because it's going to make it harder, let's try and throw and catch the ball a little bit. Goodness. Throw and catch. Throw and catch. I'm doing little throws to begin with. Throw and catch. Throw and catch. Good. Feel super tall. Well done. Couple more. So we're going to take the ball and we're going to try and do some throwing and catching whilst balancing on one leg. So let's take the weight over to one leg. So everything comes over onto this leg. I'm going to bend the knee a little bit. Good. And then let's see if we can lift the other leg. And we're standing on one leg. Well done. Feel super tall. Feel really tall. Shrug the shoulders down. Good. So I'm just going to press against the ball. Good. Let's do it like we did at the beginning. Well done. Hold it here. Now, if you feel like it's okay to, you don't feel too wobbly, I feel wobbly, let's have a go at some throwing and catching. Well done. One more. Fabulous. Let's take this leg down, have a little walk through the feet. Let's try the other side. Brilliant. So, bend that knee a little bit, take the weight over so that you're standing on this one leg, and then see if we can lift the other one. Up, up, up. Good. Take the ball or the cuddly toy, whatever you're using, squeeze it between your hands and feel tall. Feel tall, squeeze the ball, feel tall. Good. All right, if it feels okay, have a go maybe at a few catches, a few throws, a few catches. That's a bit big. Couple more, well done. One more. Fabulous. Take this leg down and have a little walk through the legs. So from here we're going to come down onto the mat into an all fours position. I'm going to use the ball again. We're going to use that in the exercise. If you haven't got this, it's something that would roll maybe under your leg, or else you don't need anything at all, just do the exercise without a ball. Okay, I'll show you what we're going to do in a moment. So nice and slowly bring yourself down onto the floor into our all fours. Hands under shoulders, little gap between the hands, knees under hips, little gap between the knees. Okay, the ball, it's going to go under one of my ankles, one of my feet. Okay, that's the exercise we're going to start with. If you haven't got a ball, this exercise can be done without the ball, all right? So let's start by thinking about just rolling the ball away from us with our leg. So I'm just going to roll it away and then see if I can roll it back to the start position. All right, so it's a really small movement. And what we want to think about is being very light with how we push down on the ball. So hardly any pressing on the ball at all. Super, super light. Roll it away, point your toes and feel your leg getting really, really long, and then bring it back in. Good. So we're going to stretch our leg away, make it feel really long, and then bring it back in. Should we do 2 more? And we're hardly pressing any weight into the ball at all. We've got 1 more, well done. Roll it away and bring it back. Okay, so if you haven't got a ball, let me just show you what we do without the ball. Same idea, we just stretch the leg away and bring it back in. Stretch the leg away and bring it back in. Okay, so same leg. We're going to still roll the ball away, stretching the leg. We're going to see if we can add in the opposite arm and stretch that away at the same time. So a lot of balance we're going to need here. So stay nice and strong, feel strong in this position. When you're ready, roll the ball away and let's stretch the opposite arm away and then bring them both back in. Very gentle and light with the hands and the legs that we're moving. So I'm going to reach the arm away, stretch through the fingers, stretch through the toes and bring it back in. Can we do 2 more of these, do you think? They're quite tough, these. Really good. Well done. 1 more. Reach away and bring it back in. Fabulous. I'm going to take my foot off the ball. We're going to have a little sleeping baby shell stretch here. Good. And then we're going to come back up into position and we're going to pop the ball under the other foot. Okay, we're going to try on this side and see how it feels. So into our start position, and it's just the leg to begin with. So feel strong, shrug the shoulders up and then shrug them down and hold them there while we roll the ball away, point the toes, stretch the leg and bring it back in. Very, very light with how you're pushing down on the ball, so we're hardly squishing it at all. Good. Hardly squishing it. Bring it back in. Good. Should we do 2 more? Roll it away, point the toes, and then bring it back in. 1 more. Roll it away, point the toes. Very light, and bring it back in. Okay, so we're going to add in the opposite arm. So it's going to be this arm to this leg. All right, so they're both going to stretch away, point the fingers, point the toes, and bring it back in. Very light, light with the hand, light with the foot. Reach away and bring it back in. We're going to do 2 more. Well done. Working super hard today, really good. 1 more. So those were our superhero stretches. Take your foot off and let's have a little sleeping baby stretch. And come back into all 4s. Well done. Okay, we're going to pop the ball to the side for a moment. And we're in all 4s still. I'm going to take the hands a little bit further forwards. You see here, just a little bit further forwards than we were in. Okay, tuck the toes under so the toes are on the mat. Okay, so we start in this little box position. Okay, so on all 4s, and then we want to reach forwards, slide forwards like we're taking off, and then see if we can come back into our all 4s position. Well done. So we're going to see if we can glide forwards, push through the toes, come onto the hands and then back. Well done. We're going to do 2 more. These are really good for making us super strong. Good. 1 more. So we push through the toes and we come forwards. We're not going up. We're coming forwards, sliding forwards. Well done. Bring yourself back into all fours and have another little stretch here and a relax. Well done. All right. So let's come onto our bottoms into a sitting position. Okay. So I want a little gap between my feet and I want to sit up super tall. Okay. So the feet stay on the mat and we sit up really tall, like we're sitting against a wall here. And the hands, just see if you can pop them against the side of the legs there, okay? All right, so we're going to make ourselves into like a boat shape. So the first bit of this is I'm going to lean back. Good. I'm going to try and keep the back quite straight. So imagine you're up against a wall and it's just lent you back a little bit, okay? Good. So I'm balancing on my bottom. Bottom's on the floor and I'm balancing there. I'm going to see if I can lift a foot off, just a little bit. Still balance on my bottom. Can I lift the other foot off and balance on my bottom? Good. Can you balance there? Let's see if we can take the arms out to the side. Bring them back. Good. Can you take them out to the side? Can you bring them back? Or just maybe pop them there and relax there. So balancing on our bottoms. Good. Remember the shoulders. So that shrug up, that shrug down. Going to hold them down. We're going to hold the balance. How long can we hold this for? Gosh, probably ages. Do a little bit more. Still feel if you can balance. Might be a bit wobbly. That's okay. Wobbly is okay. It means everything's working super hard. It's good. And then pop one foot down, then the other, and come up to sitting and have a little relax there. Well done. Brilliant. So we will finish off what we're doing on the mat with lying on our backs. So if you've got a little towel, pop that under your head, or a little cushion, pop that under your head so it's comfortable for you. And we're going to use a ball again, or a cuddly toy, whatever you've got. Okay. Got the big ball, one with a little bit more air in it. So let's take the feet, so there's a little gap between them. So remember, bring them together to start with, and then take the toes out, take the heels out, and then you've got a nice gap between your knees and a gap between your feet. All right, lift your bottoms up for me, and then gently, 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 softly, 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 pop them down onto the mat. Okay, you should be looking straight up at the sky, really, and you should feel nice and comfortable lying here. You can still feel tall all the way up through the top of the head, so you can still feel really tall even when we're lying here. And I want to feel like I'm pushing very gently, very, very gently with my back into the mat. So that would be not really pushing down at all, that would be lifting up off the mat. And I want to feel like I'm just very gently pushing against the mat. So that's lifting up, we don't want that. We want everything to feel like it's very lightly pushing down onto the mat, okay? So if I had my hand, I'd be trying to squish it between my back and the mat, and I could just get it there, just about, okay? So see if you can have a little go at feeling like you're pushing down very, very, very gently onto the mat. Good. So we start with the ball between our hands, and what we're going to do is bring both feet up. We're going to pop the ball between the feet, take the arms by the side, and gently, slowly lower the feet back down, and still try and push your back into the mat. Push your mat into the back, take your feet down. Good. Let's see if you can bring your feet up, take the ball out from between the feet, and gently lower the feet back down again. Good. So we're going to bring it back up again, pop the ball between the feet, and gently lower. Good. Bring it back up, pass it between the hands, take the feet back down. Do a couple more of these. Good, really good. Bring it back. Last one. Have we dropped it yet? Or is it okay? You managed to do it. It's looking a bit wobbly. Back down. Bring it back up one more time and drop it into your hands. So let's pop the ball to the side. Well done. So from here we're going to come back up into standing. So I'm going to lie on my side, put that to the side, and then come into all fours, walk the hands towards the feet and come up to standing. Well done. Alright, so in our standing position, stand at one end of your mat, at one end of the floor, okay, and we're going to take a giant step forwards, okay, and we're going to bend this front leg, good, and turn the other feet out. Okay, so remember we've got a little L shape here. We did this the other day, alright, so front foot, toes are facing forwards, back foot, toes are facing out like that, okay, so they're facing away from you. Bend that front knee so that the weight feels like it's going forwards. Lovely. We're going to float the arms up to the front and then we're going to open out. So if your right leg's behind, your right arm is behind, and look behind you. Good. Remember the shoulders, they're shrugged down, they're down. Rather than shrugged up, they're shrugged down. Well done. Weights forwards. Now let's see if we can take this hand down towards our front foot and look up to the ceiling, look up to the sky. Well done. Good. Well done. Come back up. Right, good. And then let's take a step forwards as we bring the arms forwards and down. Well done. All right, should we take the other foot forwards? So this time, take a giant step forwards with your other leg in front. Well done. Toes facing forwards, and then turn the back foot out. So we've got a little L shape here. Front toes forwards, back toes facing out. Front leg, bend it, take your weight onto this leg. So a lot of the weight's on this front leg there. Good, well done. This leg's straight. We're going to float the arms up in front and then open up. So if your left leg is behind, your left arm comes behind. Remember the shoulders, they're not shrugged up, they're shrugged down. Well done. So there's a lot of balancing going on here. Brilliant. And then we're going to tip this hand towards the front foot. Over we go. We're still looking up at the sky, looking up at the ceiling. Hold it there. Hold it there. Well done. Brilliant. Tip back up. And then bring the arms forwards as you step forwards and float the arms down. Really well done. And come back into standing. So let's take ourselves into the position that we always have at the start. So feet together, and then we take the toes out and we take the heels out. Good. We soften the knees a little bit so they have a little bit of a bend in them, and then we feel like we've grown tall. The hands are being pulled towards the floor a little bit so they feel heavy, and that means the shoulders, they're not shrugged up, they're shrugged down. Well done. Still feel tall. Lovely. So let's have 3 nice deep breaths in with some shrugs to finish. Deep breath in as we shrug up, breath out as we let it go. Deep breath in as we shrug up, breath out as we shrug down. One more deep breath in, breath out as we shrug down. Well done. You've done brilliantly. So give yourselves a round of applause. That is 5 days of Pilates for Kids that you've done. I hope you've enjoyed it and had fun. So there's lots of stuff that we've done that you can practice on your own, which is going to improve your balance, your coordination, your concentration, your strength, and most of all, it'll be fun. So enjoy, and I hope to see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.